Good morning. I'm going to begin by reading Matthew 13, verses 10 through 13, so that you understand that Yahshua spoke to people in parables. The story of Jonah and the whale is a parable. Let's begin. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And what Yahshua is talking about is that desires. When people see but do not and see not, it is because what they see does not fulfill their desires. So they choose not to see. Now let's go straight into the story of Jonah. Now remember, this is a parable. And if someone is on a ship and it is about to sink or go down, and they tell the crew to throw me over and it will stop, the people will more than likely throw them over. But the crew in the story of Jonah did not throw Jonah over. Why? They said, starting with verse 11, chapter 1, they said, Then said they unto him, What shall we do unto thee, that the sea may become unto us? For the sea wrought and was tempestuous. And he said unto them, Take me up, cast me forth into the sea. So shall the sea be calm unto you. For I know that for my sake this great tempest is upon you. Nevertheless, the men rowed hard to bring it to the land, but they could not, for the sea wrought and was tempestuous against them. They wanted to risk their lives for him. They wanted to be rich. This is what we see today. People fail to see because they want to be rich. People will go to church and they will pay tithes knowing that this pastor or this person they're listening to is becoming rich off of them. They are enabling him. They don't want to see because they want to be rich like him. And this is what the sailors wanted to do. They wanted to be rich like Jonah. And seeing, they did not see. And Jonah, on the other hand, did not do as Yahweh, God, instructed him to do because he wanted to be rich. He wanted to satisfy his desires. His desires is represented by the whale. Now we go to chapter 2, verses 5 and 6, after Jonah has been tossed into the sea. The waters compass me. The waters compass me about, even to the soul. The death clothes me around about. The weeds were wrapped about my head. I went down to the bottom of the mountains, the earth with her bars. The earth with her bars was about me forever. Yet hast thou brought me up, yet hast thou brought up my life from corruption, O Lord my God. See, the bars about him were his earthly desires. he was trapped in his earthly desires. That is what is meant about the bars. You don't have bars in the whale. You don't have bars in the ocean. But he was captured in his desires. The bars symbolize his desires. The whale symbolized his desires that he was trapped into. Now, this is very important. When he came out of the whale, when he was threw out of the whale, what happened? Go to chapter 3, verse 5. So the people of Nineveh believed God and proclaimed a fast and put on sackcloth, from the greatest of them even to the least of them. They put on sackcloth. What does that mean? It means they gave up their earthly desires for riches, and they put on sackcloth. The greatest and the smallest. You see, the greatest are the rich people. The smallest are the people who desire to be rich, and they put on sackcloth. This is what is meant by a rich man having as much chance to get into the kingdom of heaven as a camel passing through the eye of a needle. Forget about these prosperity churches. Forget about these prosperity churches. They have you in a bar. You are in a prison. You are in a prison. Look at Oprah Winfrey, P. Diddy, all these people who desire to be rich. All of a sudden, their worlds are caving in on them. We see this Taraji, whatever her last name is, she's crying. But why is she crying? Because she wants to be rich. She feels underpaid. If she weren't underpaid, she wouldn't be crying. And the same thing goes to the other woman who is complaining about her pay. She's not doing this because she cares about people. She's doing this for selfish reasons. She is telling on them for selfish reasons. The people who were abused by Puff Daddy, they're coming out against him. Not because they care about people, but because they care about money. They are in bars. They are trapped in bars. This is the story of Jonah and the whale. Like and subscribe, or share the video if you think that this is of importance. Have a great day.